Hey guys, welcome to D-Day. I'm your host Barry Ricks. On this show, I take you through the demos of the PlayStation Network and let you know which ones you should pass and which ones you should buy based on a scale between 1 to 5 geeky flags. Now let's go through these week's demos and find out which ones you should be buying. First demo this week I played was Kickbeat. This game was actually pretty fun. It reminded me a lot of Rock Band and Dance Dance Revolution, the rhythm beat keeping games that you had to constantly push a button at the right time and the right moment to be able to continue on with the song. Now what this game does is it adds a fighting element to the game, which was kind of fun. So you're this monk guy who knows martial arts and you're fighting bad guys, and each time a bad guy comes up to a certain point where you're supposed to push a button, then you push that button and he hits them rather than them hitting you, taking down your life, and if your life obviously goes down to 0, then the song ends. And all you use is the regular PlayStation 3 controller, using the X, circle, triangle, and square buttons, just pushing them at the right time. One thing I really liked about this game was the music itself. It wasn't your typical songs that you would get if you were playing Rock Band, where it was the most popular songs that you hear. No, it was more like techno, dubstep type of feel music, which was really fun and enjoyable, and it was more fun keeping the beat with that type of music rather than if it was a favorite popular rock song or pop song. So I like that because techno and dubstep's all about the beat and the rhythm. So it added another element to the game that I really enjoyed. So Kickbeat, I would probably give this 3 out of 5 geeky flags. It's right there where you could definitely purchase it and enjoy it, but I can see how this game could only appeal to a smaller demographic of people, people that really enjoy the rhythm keeping games. So I would give this a light buy with 3 geeky flags. Demo 2 was Sanctum 2. Now this was a futuristic first-person shooter that I didn't like it that much. It's comparing it to other first-person shooters. Some people might think that's unfair, but unfortunately that's what people are going to compare it to. And comparatively, it was weak, and the mechanics weren't that great. I totally wasn't a fan of the art style, but that's a personal choice. That doesn't have anything to do with the gameplay itself. But I just felt wanting more, and it was kind of lacking for me. I think it could have been a lot better. So I would give this, I'm not going to give it a 0 or 1. I'd give it a 1.5. I mean, I enjoyed playing it, but I definitely wouldn't go back to it, and that's a big factor for me, is do I have that drive to go back and play, or do I want to know more? And that's the whole point of the show, is to tell you, with the demo's worth of game, is this game worth investing more of your time and money in? So Sanctum 2 only gets 1.5 geeky flags, so it's a pass, and you could look it up, but I would just pass it. Demo 3 was Brothers. This game was awesome, and the mechanics of it were really, really cool. That's the first thing I noticed. You play 2 brothers, so you're playing 2 characters simultaneously at the same time. It's only a 1-player game, so someone can't jump in with player 2 controller and control the other character. No, you're controlling both characters. How do you do this? Well, each analog stick on the controller controls an individual brother. So the older brother would be controlled on the left stick, and the younger brother with the right stick. And then you only use 2 other buttons, which are R1, R2, and L2. And these buttons allow you to interact with the world and each other to be able to help solve puzzles. Now, it's a puzzle RPG action game. It had definitely the RPG element to it, but also you have to solve how to get to certain places in the world using both brothers at the same time. And it was really cool. it was very fluid and smooth motion controls, and I liked how each brother, depending on where they were interacting, they interacted with the world differently, because the younger brother, you know, he's more playful, the older brother's more serious, and you could tell with their characters. And another thing I really liked about the game was the artwork. It was pretty. It was a pretty game, and one of the features in the demo that moments in the demo that I really liked was when you ran into a troll. So obviously it's a fantasy-esque game. You're going to run into mythical creatures, and the troll looked really cool. And then the troll helped you along in your little puzzles that you're trying to solve. And this game was just really enjoyable. And one thing I thought was interesting though is that there's no dialogue. The brothers, when you interact with the other villagers, you don't talk to each other. They just kind of make a sound. And they're like, hey, it's over there what you're looking at, but they're like, but it's not like mumbling. They try to make it feel like it's a foreign language rather than just mumbling. But it was interesting, even though they did that, the story was not hard to follow. It was easy, and it was fluid, and they did a great job. It was awesome. So I would give Brothers 5 geeky flags. Now, you have to understand on my rating system, it's not like other systems where, you know, the overall game is 5 out of 5. I'm just telling you what the demo's worth was and what I think would be worth buying. And Brothers definitely gets 5 out of 5 geeky flags. It's a buy. This is something you're going to want to play, something you're going to want to experience. Just with the simple mechanics of controlling 2 people at the same time, and the artwork was beautiful, and everything was just awesome. So props to the people that made this game. Keep making awesome stuff like this. So give Brothers a chance and take a look at it. You'll want to invest your time and money into this one. So that's it. Those are the demos I was able to get to this week. Subscribe to these videos and you'll find out more about the other demos that the PlayStation Network has to offer. I will review them, let you know which ones you should pass and which ones you should buy. So this is Barry Rick saying so long, come back and enjoy another D-Day.